Hello everyone. Hello my little pharaohs. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a reading for Taurus. I promised to do all the zodiac signs consecutively and we're going to focus on love, but if anything else comes up, we're going to highlight it, of course. So Taurus can actually expect quite a big change, quite a big shift this week, especially in career and professional goals. It's a bit of a shakeup for you guys, for you beautiful earthy, dependent, loyal to your fault, Tauruses. In terms of love, there might be some initial strains, but it's actually a very good time to collaborate, to deepen a connection if you are in a relationship. But definitely prepare for some financial changes. Uranus is actually hitting the top of your chart. Sorry, that's Saturn. Saturn is hitting the top of your chart, and Uranus is entering, preparing your sign to experience some shakeup in money and financial situations. I actually don't know much about astrology, but the basics are easy to find. So of course, if you're looking for astrology, this is not the channel for you. We do cards here. So let's see, my beautiful Tauruses. What is in love for you? What is in love for you this week? What's coming up for you? We're going to do a cross. So what I usually do is I'll just do a little shuffle, and then we'll do a cross. If I need to, if something looks really weird to me, if the message is not clear, I will clarify. But with the cross, it's easy to, I'm seeing the Three of Cups. So some celebration or interference in your relationship last time. We have the Three of Wands, 3-3. Wow. Things are changing. Yeah, actually, we did say that. Things are changing. Let's cut this deck for my beautiful Tauruses. My son is a Taurus. Actually, a lot of family members are Tauruses. My son, my niece, all of my sister's side and others are all Tauruses. Nothing in my chart except my Chiron. My Chiron is in Taurus. Very interesting. All right, let's do it. Let's see what comes up for you, my beautiful ones. That's enough. Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the Strength card right off the bat. We have the Empress crossing. Very good so far. We have the Ace of Wands. The Star. Wow. I'm already blown away. The Seven of Pentacles in your subconsciousness. Eight of Pentacles. Sorry, that's actually for near future. Knight of Pentacles is here. Two of Pentacles. Three of Cups came back. Interesting. So some of you might actually be dealing with some interference. And we have the Magician last. Wow. All right, let's see what is going on here, you guys. So we're doing a love reading, like I said. So we're going to focus on the person on your mind. So the person on your mind, this is what I see right off the bat. This person is definitely grounded in a lot of passion for you. They have always held the torch for you. They find you super attractive. They find you fascinating. They find you sexy, appealing, glowing. They have a lot of physical attraction for you. There's no question about that. Here, this person right now is standing in a very strong, courageous place, the Strength card. They may have some Leo placements. When the Strength card comes up in a love reading, that says to me that they're ready, willing, and courageous enough to defend and protect this relationship. They want to. There's a sense of, I'm strong enough to do this. I got this. I know how to tame this Taurus. I know how to offer strength and support for this Taurus. I know how to take care of this Taurus. I'm capable. I'm a person that Taurus can lean their shoulder on. But here with this crossing, I have a feeling that they're not quite seeing yet the kind of strength that you carry, because when I see the Empress in a crossing, that tells me you are obviously the Empress. You sit in an Empress energy, whether you are divine masculine or divine feminine, you exemplify the divine feminine, which is a very nurturing, incredibly gracious, incredibly giving, magnanimous, kind person, someone that has everything to offer. Literally the golden mine, the diamond. All right. So this says to me that there's maybe something else that this person still wants to or needs to learn, needs to discover about you, or is struggling with really accepting how high you have set the standard. So they're sort of sitting maybe a few steps below you or around you, trying to catch up with that. They're almost there. I mean, I'm seeing some really good cards, and we're going to talk about all of those cards. But in my opinion, they're not quite at your level yet. You have topped the chart, and this person is just trying to figure out, how do I access this Empress? How do I match that energy? How do I vibrationally match that energy? They want to. They have a lot of love for you. Then we have the star here, which again, this I believe is them seeing you as the star. You, my beautiful Tauruses, obviously went through a journey recently, probably in the last year. Actually, it's not just Tauruses. I think a lot of people went through a very difficult snake year. This is when we shed old skin. This is when we go through very difficult lessons. It was just a horrific year for a lot of people, but some people were affected more, especially anyone who sought after higher vibrations, wanted to grow, wanted to learn more, was curious about their life. They have gone through the most. Their journey has literally put them through the fire and back. And when I see the star card, that tells me that this person is looking at you as the star. This person has also gone through some healing, but you are the mirror reflecting back to them what they need to do in order to get to your vibration. You are leading the way. And in some regard, I feel like this card is looking back. It's almost like you're doing your own thing. You're on your own journey. Nothing stops you now. Nothing, whether you are currently in a relationship, or maybe there is a little bit of no contact, not that much communication, or maybe you are hoping to find the right one. I feel like this is for someone that is in a connection. This person sees you as someone that is healed. This person sees you as a high quality, top notch. They can only hope and aspire to match you there. And there's another reason why I'm saying that is because I'm seeing in their subconsciousness, there is a sense of, and I'm going to clarify a lot of this to get a little bit more depth, but there's a sense of them evaluating how to invest further. They're looking at all the investment, all the seeds that they've planted, and it feels like they're waiting for something in order to, to offer you more, I guess. Because look at the way that this is staged, and then we're moving into the near future, and we're actually going from the Seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. Near future could indicate 4 to 6 weeks, maybe sooner. But look at how, and again, I'm trying to do a weekly reading, and next week maybe, or 2 weeks from now, your reading could indicate a completely different story. But right now, we're looking at a progression. This person is seeing and evaluating their investment with you. They want to know how they can offer more. At this point, right now, today, they're at a bit of energy of, I'm gonna reevaluate. I need to learn more. I need to know more. I need to strategize. I need to recalibrate. I need to see where I need to add more water and what's already being watered too much, and it might die. All right, there's like a sense of recalibration here in this person, because again, in order to match that Empress energy, yes, you can have courage and you can have a lot of strength within you, but you still have to match that other person's energy. That's you, Taurus. You are sitting here as the Empress and the star. That's a lot to own up to. But in the near future, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. So this person is looking to really invest a lot more in you, a lot more in this relationship. They're looking to put the work in. They're looking to do something that is committed, that is tangible, that's not just I love you or I want to work on our relationship or let's go out on a date. It's a lot more than that. It's something that has to do with, look, I've been thinking about buying a house, or I've been thinking about sharing this, or I'm thinking maybe we should combine bank accounts. Something that really puts you guys together in a very strong position financially. Their energy here is showing me someone that wants to accelerate things. They want to invest more, and they want to make it in the tangible realm. They want to do something that has to do with money, finances, stability. So that's a really good card. Now, this person, I'm going to be honest with you here, it's showing me in the past, up until now, they've been moving really, really slow. This person is a slow mover. It's like a snail. They're like, oh yeah, I want to know everything. I need my stability. I need to know how things are. It's like watching someone who is over a blueprint trying to say, no, don't worry, I got it. I'm the architect of this. I got it. But it's so slow moving. It's like them trying to go through a labyrinth and trying to figure out every little corner where, you're like, come on, are you serious? I can already see the exit. Let's go. So I do think that this person struggles with like making decisions. Let's just call it that. I don't want to say make fast decisions, because that's not good either. The Knight of Pentacles is actually a good steady energy. There's nothing wrong with it, but it just feels like it drags on sometimes. It's just such a drag. Can you hurry up? I don't have all my life to waste. I really need to figure some shit out, and you're driving me crazy. Sometimes this Knight is literally at a standstill, but in this case, there is some movement, but this person is looking down. It's like they're trying to move forward, but they're looking down. What are you looking at? The grass? It's not going to grow up faster if you keep looking at it. I mean, really. In this person's environment right now, I feel like this sort of holding off a little bit here is related to this, in my opinion. So the Seven of Pentacles, the sitting in a moment of reflection, reevaluation, recalibration, looking at your investments, trying to see what can grow, what cannot grow, where am I lacking, what am I doing? This Two of Pentacles here, to me, feels very much someone that is trying to make a decision. Like this guy is holding one, and I feel like that's you. And then almost dropping the other one, like almost thinking, should I let that go? Can I work without that? There's some sort of a decision that this person is struggling with, and it has to do with their material world, their finances, very likely, some sort of career move that they need to make that's related directly to how they are going to show up for you. So in their environment, they're actually trying to figure out some sort of play, some sort of position where they're juggling two things. Sometimes this card can also mean being stuck between your head and your heart, not really knowing what you want to do, because you don't know which bolt to hold tighter. It's like, I definitely want this one, but I also want this one. And then one is dropping, and then they're like, damn it, I don't know what to do now. So there is some sort of struggle here with that in their environment. So it probably has to do with how they make money, or how they invest their time, how they provide stability, something along those lines. We can definitely clarify. Then we have the Three of Cups here in the fear position. So I do feel like, and I want to know more before I speak, but my sense right now is that Taurus, this person does not have, I'm just going to say straight up, doesn't have, first of all, okay, let me say the thought that came before me. They might fear that you are getting bored of them, and that you may be looking to step out of this particular situation in order to have some fun with your friends. I think they might fear that you are starting to lose interest, that you're starting to, get bored. All right? I'm just going to say it straight up. But then the other thing that I'm hearing is they might fear that they can't give you enough in order for you to actually have that fun, to actually feel like you're being celebrated, to actually, maybe you're someone, I mean, with this Empress energy in the star, maybe you are someone that really enjoys life, that really enjoys, you know, meals and maybe a good bottle of wine, or just something that makes you feel super special, super celebrated. Maybe you like shopping, maybe you like to go out like spontaneously and find a cottage, or like a nice hotel room in the middle of somewhere and just be like, I love it, let's do this, this is awesome. And maybe this person fears that they just can't offer you that spontaneity, they can't match that because they're so stuck in trying to figure out their finances and their, you know, career moves over here and how to recalibrate their own, you know, investments, that they can't match that. So that's what I'm getting. So I hope that resonates. We're going to clarify, we're going to see. And the outcome for you, Taurus, is the Magician. So this person is definitely trying to do whatever they can to manifest you, to maintain some sort of strong connection here. They want to fight for you. They know that you're of high quality. They totally get it. They want to manifest more of you. They want to code you. They want to communicate with you. They want to use, the Magician uses all the elements, which is good. That means this person, I'm happy to see the Magician as the outcome, because it tells me that this person is aware of where their strengths are and how they can actually apply them, how they can use them. So it's a really good card. We're going to clarify that one as well. But yeah, there's definitely some inner struggle, inner battle here. And that's, again, because of you, Taurus. So actually, let's clarify this. This person wants you badly. I'm pretty sure I said that. I'm going to say it again. They want you badly. And you know what I mean? Like in a sexual way. Like they fantasize about you. This person is always thinking about how to get in your pants. Okay? Just going to say that. It's very clear. Let's do that. Let's see what this person is working on. Now, this is self-explanatory. So I don't feel the need to clarify that. But I am going to clarify. I want to clarify this environment because I'm curious. I also want to clarify this, and let's just do the final outcome. So let's just see my beautiful Tauruses, you gorgeous Empress. Oh my God. Wow, those are some strong cards. 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. I'm wondering if you and this person went through a horrific breakup in the past, or a really shitty fight, like bad, because that's what indicates to me, is that you have somehow recovered from a really bad past betrayal, just a very hurtful situation that hurt you and them, and then you recovered anyways. You became that Empress. And maybe this is also why this person is really struggling with matching your vibration, because they know the history of what happened in the past. This definitely tells me that you guys have a lot of history here. This doesn't just come up for any reason. The other thing, of course, with the 10, when you see a 10, you know that it's over. Like the worst happened, lessons learned, the worst is over. And then you have to, you've worked on healing that heartbreak. I mean, the Empress will also, with the strength, this person is coming up with a strength. They have also healed. They've done a lot of work. Both of you have done a lot of work. So behind this Empress and behind this strength, and by the way, the strength card with these cards now, I can tell you something. There is a need. I think this person needs you to forgive them. This person needs you. They need you to forgive them. If you don't actually say those words, if you don't actually speak those words out loud, they may not ever be able to forgive themselves. And I'm not saying you should do that. It's up to you. It's your life. Do whatever you want. But this person feels like they've done you wrong, okay? And that's why you were sitting as the Empress. That's why they're looking at you like Tutankhamun's mask behind a glass. Like, wow, here's the gold, but I can't touch it. I want to, but I can't. And I'm not saying that they can't touch you. I'm just giving you a metaphor. Here, look at the star. Look at the star. Oh my God, you are incredible, Taurus. Taurus, you listen to me. Listen. This person knows that you look at that star and Temperance. You have achieved some new level of patience and balance and equilibrium in your life. But also, my dearest Taurus, you don't take shit from anyone. You show up here as the King of Swords. I'm just going to tell you, this is what I'm feeling. That's you. Because with these two cards, with all that healing, with all that knowledge, with all that wisdom, that would make anyone stand up and just say, yeah, no, I have a bullshit detector of military grade, and yeah, no. I really think that your person knows this, and they're terrified of actually facing you, like truly facing you and truly getting down to the bottom of the dirty grind of whatever it is that still needs to be cleared up, because they know that you sit in truth. They know that you sit in a very strong position, the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. But also, this could indicate that in order for this person to get to this place with you, to come to this stardom with you, they need to embody the same energy. They need to be very truthful with themselves. They need to be the King of Swords. They need to match this energy in order to heal whatever is left over, whatever needs to heal, whatever still needs to happen. They need to do that. And it's not about being passionate like they want to. Nah, you don't want that. You don't care about this passion. It's literally the last thing on your mind. You want the truth. You want to talk about these difficult subjects. If there's going to be a conversation on the table, you will be the first one to leap right into, I need to know why this happened, what happened, and how it cannot ever happen again, because I'm not going to go through that. King of Swords. He could be a little bit harsh. This is true. They're known for that. But they need the truth. It's like a samurai sword. Like haiku poetry, chop, 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 sushi on the table. Let's see what this person is thinking about here with this investment. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups and the Chariot. Yeah, exactly. This person could have Cancer placements, by the way, because these two cards are Cancers. Could have some Cancer placements. This person, again, they're very passionate about you. And you know what? They're looking at what they've invested so far. They want to invest in you more. And you know what they're thinking? How do I give this person, how do I give Taurus more love? How do I love Taurus more? How can I make a very romantic, and by the way, because this is so close to Valentine's Day, it wouldn't surprise me at all if this person launches in the next week trying to court you in the most romantic Romeo-like way, that this person is going to be like, I got you wine, I got you food, I want to take you out, here's a present, you beautiful, gorgeous Taurus, I'm going to do whatever possible to, to be with you, to show you that I love you. So in their subconsciousness, or in, their crown, their head, they already know what's worth, right? Because that's what we're saying here. We are recalibrating. So this person obviously has decided you were the most worthy partner for them. They want to pursue you. They want to give you more. They want to give you more. And this is very obvious. Now, whether you're going to be super happy to accept that, maybe if they give you a little bit of, this hard, cold truth, to tickle your intellectuality, maybe you're going to be super happy about that. They got to do both. They need to do that, because you are not, I'm telling you, this is what I'm seeing. You are not this person that just needs, you love the Three of Cups. You love celebration. You love all this. But when I see the King of Swords come up here, I already know that, and you are the Empress. The Empress is not about flowers and give me some roses and I'm going to be okay. No. The Empress is sitting on a throne. She needs to know how many people were beheaded today. And then she wants the most beautiful prepared dinner at her table so she can enjoy it once she knows who outside of her castle or inside of her castle has been dismissed. So yeah, this person definitely thinking about you very, very passionately, very, very romantically. They're going to charge forward with a romantic offer. Don't be surprised if this comes out of nowhere or you actually expect it. They're going to do that for you. They're going to try to make you feel very special. Okay. Let's see what this person is juggling here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So in terms of their environment, like that career, sort of professional life that's blending into your relationship, I feel like this person there is a struggle there. There's definitely a struggle. They're sort of in between trying to figure themselves out and not knowing exactly how to go forward with what are they defending. Like there's like a disconnect there, and there's a connection and a disconnection. I mean, the Hermit does speak of a lot of internal wisdom, which is great, but when you combine all three cards, there's a disconnection to me. because I feel like they're defending something, they're standing on guard, they're acting as the provider, they're doing whatever, but there's clearly some inner stuff going on over here that they need to figure out. There's some soul searching for this person. They haven't found their right place in life yet with career or money, perhaps. Maybe they want to get to a place where they're really financially stable and, in a position of an emperor, because I don't see those cards yet. Maybe they want to be the king of pentacles, but they haven't gotten there yet because they're just trying to figure something out within them. And this Seven of Wands can also sometimes speak of not having strong boundaries with others in order to protect yourself, in order to protect your inner wisdom. Sort of lacking boundaries. That could be, it could be that. Whatever resonates with you, you might know better. But that's what's happening here. That's why this person is between their head and their heart and trying to figure out what's more important. What can I juggle here? Is my relationship my priority, or is my job my priority? But I want both. But of course, everybody wants both. So this person is going to focus on showing you love right now. And they're in the background still trying to figure out how they can get to a better place in their career, in their personal life, in their pentacles, so they can ground them in something better. Because sitting at a 2 here in their environment, I don't know. But they're definitely doing some soul searching, some deep diving, probably spending a lot of time alone. They might feel slightly disconnected from you once in a while. You may feel like, I can't reach this person. I have no idea what they're thinking about, what's on their mind. And that's because they're doing inner work. Let's see this Three of Cups. Wow. Very interesting. Ten of Cups, Five of Pentacles. So like I said, I do feel like this person fears not being able to provide you with the lifestyle that you want. And I feel like that is confirmed to me with that Five of Pentacles, feeling insecure, feeling a little bit unstable, feeling like, left out in the cold is what this card, a lot of people describe it as, left out in the cold. It's just feeling like they can't participate in that life with you right now. They don't know how to get in with the fun because they're not part of it, or they don't have their pentacles in order to do that. But also with the nine of Cups, I'm worried to say it. I almost don't want to say it, but I feel like this person is drowning in their own sorrows. Like they're just drinking, because Nine of Cups very often with this card means that somebody who doesn't feel worthy enough, who has inner wounds, is actually drinking to drown that. So I hope that's not their case. I hope not, because that's the wrong thing to do. But with the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, sometimes that can actually mean that. Can mean I'm just going to drink 9 cups of wine and I'm going to be okay, because I really feel unworthy anyways. There is a wound that this person has. There is some sort of like an inner child wound that this person is trying to overcome, and that has to do with worthiness and self-worth. This speaks a lot of self, because the 9 is also self. This is about the self. The Nine of Cups is about self-fulfillment, self-happiness, self-worth, wish fulfillment within yourself. They don't feel it. They don't have that. They're like, no, I'm not worthy enough. I feel disconnected. I feel completely out of your league. I feel like I don't even know your friends that much. I don't even know how to hang out with your friends because I don't feel like I can. I think that's where this is coming from, Taurus. Like, this person just doesn't feel like they can join your groups because, you're probably like with your friends, like, wee, let's go. And then this person is sitting sort of outside, like, oh, I'm just gonna drink. It's okay. Again, I hope not, but that's what I'm getting. I don't know. I hope that resonates. And then on your final outcome, wow, double force. All right. So this magician over here who is, working with the elements, trying to muster something up. The magician can also very well mean communication. So if you happen to be in one of those cases where you are in no contact or little contact with this person, they're definitely thinking of communicating with you. This is the first step to that. But I'm telling you right now, from what I see right now, this person has gone through some sort of some sort of quiet time. It all makes sense now when we look at the Hermit. They are recovering from something. It could be this heartbreak that happened. Maybe it happened in the next couple, like in the past couple of months. Maybe it happened 6 months ago. It's not that far off, you guys. This is for sure something within the last year, if not even a little bit more recent, that happened. And I think this here, you went to Empress, you went to the Star, and you just decided to raise your vibration, and this person is slowly, very slowly catching up to you. They're doing Hermit. They feel left out in the cold. They feel this passion within themselves. They want to be with you, but things are not quite yet aligned for them. And that's why they're like, I am just gonna go ahead and charge forward with a love offer and hope that works. Valentine's Day is here. Let me see what I can do. I'm gonna, do some future planning. I want to, promise some things. Actually, I should clarify that just to see. But here I'm seeing someone, there's some lessons to be learned still. When you see a 4, that is a number of lessons to be learned. In numerology, especially, it's like the universe is pushing you in a place, in a direction where you need to break a bone. Okay. And with this 4 of Swords, I really do think of this. Your person is thinking, what did I do? They're reflecting. They are in a reflective place, which is great. But in this reflective place, they really feel lost in what they did wrong. They really feel lost in how they lost, they feel lost in how they lost an opportunity with you. They feel lost in thought of, where is my happiness? Where is my cup? Where is this love that I have? What went wrong? What happened? Like there's a lot of deep reflection here, and I'm also fearing that because they delve in this, maybe it's sort of like a self-imposed mental prison that they're sitting in. They might not be yet ready to fully open up in heart before they release this apathy, this almost, I think. And also the other thing that comes to my mind is that this person is kind of bored in their own personal life here, right? Remember the environment, the Hermit, trying to figure out what to do. I think, this person is sort of like in self-reflection about what's not going well in their life. It's a bit of a victim mentality, to be honest with you. And again, they're trying. There's a magician there. They want to. There's a sense of, no, but I'm going to communicate. I'm going to do something. This person is conflicted right now. They're going on a journey. It's not bad, but again, they're not matching you. Taurus, I'm just going to be honest, straight up with you, okay? You're an Empress. You're a star. You're doing amazing in your life. You're going and celebrating yourself, your friends. You're doing good things. This person is just trying to catch up with you. Like they're like in their chariot, but one of the horses maybe is completely off, and they're like, oh, damn it. Why are you going to the side? Come back. And the horse is like, but no, you're not in alignment. I'm just going to go this way. And then the carriage could break. Actually, the carriage could break here if this person is not in alignment with themselves. If they think that they can come up with a solid romantic offer and just disregard all this other stuff, they're going to fail. I'm just going to say straight up, they're going to fail miserably. They're going to attempt communication, and then they may revert to this, okay, I'm just going to go back to my cave and wallow in my sorrows and learn some more lessons. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm just going to quickly clarify the 8 of Pentacles just to see if anything comes up for the future. What does this person want to invest in? What does this person... Yeah, they want to invest in themselves. Actually, this is good. I hope it's real. I hope whatever happens in the next 4 to 6 weeks is going to put a little fire in their belly, because the King of Wands is usually very confident. They know what they want. They don't always practically place things, down. Like they're not always as logical, but they're not usually logical. That's not their virtue. They're confident. They're passionate. Really kind of nothing stops them. If they want to do something, they'll get it. But have they carefully, diligently thought of how to do that? Not necessarily. What else can you tell me about this 8 of Pentacles? It maybe could mean that in the near future, Taurus, that they are the ones that are investing in themselves. So take that as it resonates as well, okay? Because with this confirmation card, that could very well mean that they're looking to invest in themselves so that they can stabilize their finances. Because right now, like I said, it's not looking that good. So that could be it. So that, this way they can offer you more. All right, let's see. One more. Why the Eight of Pentacles? Clarify the Eight of Pentacles, please, Spirit Guides. Thank you. Eight of Pentacles. One more. And then we're going to do some truth messages from them. Oops. Yeah, the moon. Exactly. Oh, and then these jumped out, Justice, Eight of Wands, and we have the Devil on the bottom. Honestly, yeah, this person is struggling with that. They want to. It's all, like I said, they're complicated. This person is like, you know how sometimes you have like a piece of glass and then another piece of glass, and then you can sort of place an object in between. That's what I'm seeing, metaphorically speaking. This person is like the object in between that's stuck between two other, like two other things, glasses, let's just say. So when you look through this side, you're like, oh, that looks all right. And then you look from here and you're like, oh, okay, that's a totally different shape from what I saw. And then you look from the bottom, you're like, oh, Jesus, that's not at all what I thought I was looking at. That reminds me, this person reminds me of that. It's like, depending on which place you observe them, they'll show you a different side of themselves. Yeah, they're still wallowing in some sort of fear and insecurity. They live in their subconsciousness about that. But I do think that there's going to be movement. It is positive. Like I said, the next couple of weeks are going to be crucial for this person, or maybe even more, to really step into their power, into their King of Pentacles or the Emperor, or someone that's not using passion, wands, cups, passion or confidence as a factor of stability. Because you're the Empress. You got this shit. All right, let's see here. What do we have? Should we do something? Should we do a little truth? Should we do a little truthy truth? Let's do it. What does this person want to tell my collective? What does this person want to tell my collective? I kept, oh my gosh. But I feel like, I confused intensity with readiness. Well, that actually kind of makes sense, okay? You will never know how hard it was to walk away from you. So maybe when you guys had this heartbreak, this person walked away from you or disconnected from you, and that actually really hurt them also. And this one actually says, I kept my options open at your expense. I don't know what that is. I hide behind logic to avoid vulnerability. That did not come out, but I'm seeing it. So maybe it resonates, maybe not. And again, because this is a collective reading, not everything is going to resonate. So please don't take everything to heart. If you know, you know. If you are guessing it, that's not your message. Don't take everyone's message for your message, okay? This is just, tarot is just a confirmation to what you're already going through. It is not to tell you how you're feeling. Never give your power away to cards. So one more, this one wanted to come out. I wasn't honest about my past. Okay, well, a lot of people are not, that's for sure. There's a lot of trauma that people go through and they just can't reveal it, because if they do, they feel completely exposed, and no one wants to feel exposed. So it does take a lot of learning and going through the journey, to be honest, and this person is still going through it. One more. And then we're going to close this reading for my beautiful Tauruses. My little pharaohs. One more, or is that it, spirits? Do you want to tell me something else? Does this person want to tell us anything else? The collective's person, do they want to say anything else? Last shuffle. Oh, okay. I fear losing my independence. So some of you Tauruses have a person that just really enjoys being in hermit mode, and actually, that scares them, giving a lot of themselves, committing, is going to be a little bit difficult. So some of you, and the other one is, will you wait for me? So again, for some of you, this will resonate, for others not. Take what resonates and then make your own conclusions. So that's what we have for you, my beautiful Tauruses. I hope this helped. I hope you found some clarity in this reading, and come back for the next one. Bye.